I'm David McGinnis, and this is Deep Dive Worship. Deep Dive Worship is a podcast on a mission to explore creative works that bring honor and glory to God. If this is your first time watching one of my podcasts, it'd be a great time for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are watching this on Rumble, to subscribe to the Rumble channel. I'm also available on Apple Podcast, on Spotify, and then you can also go to deepdiveworship.com. This song that I am going to explore is a song that I wrote back in the late 70s. This song was inspired from a conversation. Back in those college days, I traveled with a music team for the college that I represented. Western Baptist College was the name of the college. It's now called Corbin University. This is a music team that traveled full-time, and we traveled all around the United States, mostly the western half of the United States. We performed in churches, we performed at camps, and when we weren't performing or traveling to the next destination, we were staying in people's homes and just visiting and talking about our life experience and learning about the family as well. Well, one of the couples, the man, he was a commercial airline pilot. And we had a conversation about his work, being a believer in the airline industry. And throughout the conversation, one of the things that came up was this classic urban legend that some airlines don't let two Christian pilots pilot in the same airplane. So I don't know how that could even be possible, how airlines could stipulate that. But that was, for a young guy going to college, that's really all I needed to be inspired to write a song around that urban legend. And that's what this is. It's called Flight 203. The reason it's such a small number, 203, is because, back then, planes had just been invented, and so not a lot of flights were going out, so it didn't make sense to, use a large flight number. But anyway, this is a story based on that urban legend, and I hope you enjoy it.
It was 8:15 that morning, 203 prepared for flight. She had a Christian pilot, but the co-pilot had yet to see the light. The pilot made a point before each flight to bow in prayer. The co-pilot, he saw the man and said, "Hey, what are you doing there?" Well, the pilot raised his head and said, "I'll tell you what, and I'll tell you why. You see, you make a point to talk to God before I fly up in the sky." Well, the tower cleared Flight 203, and soon they were on their way. But the co-pilot had a few more questions to ask on this fine day. Like, why do you talk to God? Does he really help you? I've heard about this man upstairs, but what can he really do? Well, the pilot said those are really good questions. I'll start by telling you what he did for me. See, God sent his son to die for my sins, because that's the only way I truly could be set free. And what I've done is accept this fact and trusted God each day. I've given him complete control to guide me all the way. So all I have to do is believe what God did for me, and he'll take this lost and empty feeling and truly set me free. Well, yes, my friend, it's simple. That's all you have to do. God always hears a seeker's prayer. He truly does love you. Well, that's what the co-pilot was looking for, searching all his life. He talked to God right then and there and said, "God, only you can make things right." On that very morning, God came into his life. Now he had a path to victory over needless strife. Well, the pilot picked up the intercom to talk to the rest of the plane. He said, there's a co-pilot next to me who now is not the same. We have 2 believers flying this plane, and you should know that if the rapture comes, we'll be out of here, and you'll be on your own. Well, the very next day, there was a viral post that received well over 10 million views. All passengers on Flight 203 became believers out of the blue.
This episode is written by David McGinnis, videography and editing by David McGinnis, additional video from pexels.com. Illustrations created by David McGinnis. Flight 203, written and performed by David McGinnis. Additional music provided by storyblocks.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube and or Rumble channel to encourage us to make more videos like this, and leave a comment to let us know what you think. Deep Dive Worship is available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, and deepdiveworship.com. This is a David McGinnis Films production, copyright 2023.